Hi guys, welcome to Shape Learning Studio. In this tutorial I will show you how you can edit a video like a pro in Adobe Premiere Pro. Although this tutorial is for only 15 minutes, still I will try to cover most of the things you need in order to edit a video. Even if you knew nothing about Adobe Premiere Pro, after watching this video you will be able to edit a video. So without any further ado, let's get started. When you open Adobe Premiere Pro, you will get these options. You can either create a new project or open an existing project. So we'll go with this new project and we will type here tutorial, and you can browse and change the location if you need to from here, and rest we will press OK. So now we have this project open. This is the default interface that you will see. On the top left side we have this source monitor, and on the bottom left side we have this project window. On right side we have this timeline, and on top right side we have this program window. Let's import some files. We can import our media from here. We can press Ctrl+I to import our media, or we can just drag and drop files like this. So now we have imported these 4 video clips. We can arrange them into a folder. So let's make a new folder here and name it footage. If you press tilde key on your keyboard, you can view this in full screen. So now here let's move these clips into footage folder. Now we have all 4 video clips in this footage folder. If you press tilde key again, it will be back to its original position. Now let's double click on this footage folder to view these files. You can view video clip by sliding this little box like this. If you double click on it, it will open in source monitor. Here you can play it. Let's say if we want to bring only from this portion to this portion into our timeline, then we can select this here and press this button mark in or the shortcut I. And let's say if we want to bring that much area, then we need to click over here mark out or press O from your keyboard. So now we have this area marked in and marked out. We can either bring the whole video, or we can just bring the video or audio only. If you click over here, then it will drag the video only, and if you click over here, then it will drag the audio only. Now we will just bring both, so we will just click over here and move it to our timeline. So now we have this imported in our timeline. We can zoom in to our timeline by pressing equal sign on keyboard, and if you want to zoom out, you can press the dash sign on your keyboard. You can scroll from your mouse as well. If you roll downward, then you will move forward on your timeline, and if you roll your mouse upward, then it will move to the beginning. You can also zoom in or zoom out from this scroll bar. Let's say if we drag it here, then we zoom in our timeline, and if we drag it towards the left side, then it will zoom out. By sliding from this, we can increase or decrease the width of our video like this. Let's bring another clip. This time we will bring the whole clip, so we just simply click over here and drag it to our timeline. To zoom out, we will just press the dash key on from keyboard. Now I will show you how we can trim our video clip. To trim a video clip from the right side, simply drag it towards the left side and it will trim that area. If you want to trim from the start of the clip, you can drag it from here and it will trim the starting part of the clip. Now as you can see, we have this space left over between our clip, which will be blank if we go over here. As you can see, this is blank area, so we can simply select this area and press delete, and it will delete. Now I am bringing another clip, so let's see if we want to bring this clip. Let me mark this area from here. I am pressing I here, and then we need to press O here. So let's bring only the video from this clip. Now if we need to move any video clip, then we can just click this selection tool and move the clip wherever we want to. Let's say if we want to move this clip before this one, so we will select this selection tool and move this clip over here and then bring it here. So that's how we can move any clip. Next tool we have is track select forward tool. With the help of this tool, if we click over here, it will select all the clips which are forward, which are after this. And the next tool we have is track select backward tool. If we need to select previous clips, then we can use this tool to select our previous clips like this. So as you can see, it selected our previous clips from here. Let's say if we want to trim this clip, so let's move it here. As you can see, we have this space left over after trimming this clip, so either we can just move this over here, or we have another way we can do it. So let me undo this, and we can do the same with the help of ripple edit tool. So we just drag it over here. As you can see, it automatically fill up the space. Next tool we have is rolling edit tool. With this tool, let's say if we want to extend this second clip, we can drag it from here and it will reduce the third clip automatically. So with this tool, it will basically keep the whole project duration the same. As you can see, the total duration of this project is 19 seconds and 7 frames. Basically it just shortens the other clip, and we can do it the other way as well. Let's say if we want to drag it from here, we can do it as well. So that's how you can use rolling edit tool. Next we have is rate stretch tool. With the help of this tool, we can increase or decrease the speed of our clip. Let's say if we drag it over here, this clip is shortened now. So let me show you. By clicking over here, we have the speed or duration. As you can see, the speed is now 181.08. If I press Ctrl Z, let me show you now, the speed is 100. 100 is the normal speed. So if you drag it over here, you are increasing the speed, and if you drag it the other way on the right side, then you will increase the speed. You can also do the same by clicking over here and select speed duration. Here you can type whatever speed you want to have. Let's say if we want to have 150% speed, so that's how we can increase or decrease speed of any clip. Next tool we have is razor tool, or you can just simply press C from your keyboard, and what it does, it just split your video clip. Let's say if you want to split from here, you can just simply press C on your keyboard and it will split that clip. So wherever you want to split, you just move your playhead to the desired area and press this razor, and it will split your video clip. Now as you can see, we have split this video clip into 3 videos, which we can select one by one, or we can even delete or move any where we want to. Next option we have is slip tool. With the help of slip tool, we can move the in and out point of our clip. Let's say if we want to move the end point of this clip, we can just drag it over to the right side. You can see the preview on this right side on the bottom. Next tool we have is slide tool. With the help of this slide tool, we can slide our video clip to left or right side. If we slide our clip, it will take the position from our right or left side clip. Let's say if we drag this from here, as you can see, it automatically decreased that second clip, and the first clip is now increased. Next we have is pen tool. With the help of pen tool, we can do many things, like we can adjust our audio waves. Let me just increase its size here and zoom in so you can see it. If we click over here, we can add points like this, and if we drag it upwards, then we can increase the volume of clip like this. We can also use pen tool to draw a mask or to blur any area. Let's say if we need to select this area, first we need to select our video clip, then select this pen tool, and now we can select the area we want to mask. We can go to effect controls, and from here under appearance we can change the fill color like this. If we uncheck this option, then there will be no color. Next tool we have is rectangle tool. That's how we can draw any rectangle. Next tool we have is ellipse tool. We can go to effect controls and fill any color we want here. Let's say if we want to have this white color, then we can simply change it from here. We can also add stroke if we need to from here, or shadow. Next tool we have is hand tool. With hand tool you can move anything and place it wherever you want. Next tool we have is type tool. With the help of type tool we can write any text. Okay, so now let's add some text over here, and here we can type anything we want. Under effects control we can go to text, and under text we have this source text option. Here we can change our font style. Let's say we want to select this one, so from here we can change the font color. Let's say if we want to have this blue color, so that's how we can change it. Now let's add adjustment layer. Click on this new item. From here we can add adjustment layer. Simply press over OK here. Let's drag it over here. Adjustment layer is just like a Photoshop layer, so whatever adjustments you will do over here, it will apply video clips under this layer. We can also drag this adjustment layer to increase or decrease its duration from left or right. So now let's do some color correction on this adjustment layer. For this we need to go to color. From here we can adjust colors, like we can sharpen colors. From here we can increase or decrease vibrance from here, or saturation. There are also some color sets that you can select from here. Let's say if you select this one. Let's add some transitions now. To add a transition, simply select the clip and right click on it to apply default transitions. Adobe Premiere Pro default transition is cross dissolve, but if you want to change it, you can do. If you want to apply any other transition, you need to go to effect. Here we have these video transitions, so this one cross dissolve is the default transition, but you can make any transition your default. Like if you want to make this film dissolve transition as your default transition, then you just click over here and select this set selected as default transition, and it will be your default transition. To apply any transition, simply click it and drag it over the video clip center where you want to apply it. If you need to delete any transition, you can simply click over here and delete it. Let's add film dissolve transition on it. So this is how it will look like. The result is not smooth because we have not rendered the video yet. As you can see, there are red lines over here which shows the video is not rendered. If you need to render your video, simply press the enter key and it will start rendering your file. So now our video is rendered. As you can see, we have this green line over here now which was red before. So let's see the transition now. So that's how it will look like. Now let's bring an image. Under effects control, we can increase or decrease the size of our image from here. Let's say if we want to decrease it, then we can do here. If we double click on the image, you can move it anywhere you want. We can also decrease the size from here by dragging it from the corners like this. As you can see from the scale, it is now reduced to 22.3. So if let's say if we want to have it for let's say 30%, then we can simply write 30 over here. We can also change the position from here like this. This left one is horizontal position and this right one is vertical position. So from here we can change this position. Let's say if we want to bring it down, we can also add animation from here. To add an animation, simply toggle this animation and then move playhead a little forward, and then you can change the position here. Let's say if we want to bring it here, so let's play so that's how it will play. You can also toggle the animation on scale. Let's say if we want to increase its size, then we can do from here. Let's move the playhead a little and then we will increase it to 50%. You can also toggle animation for rotation. What it will do is it will rotate your image. Let's say if you want to rotate it, then we can rotate it like this, or you can simply press the angle on which you want to rotate it. Let's say if I want to rotate it for 90 degrees, then simply I will enter 90 here and it will rotate to 90 degrees. You can also adjust anchor point from here. You can also do toggle animation on this. Let's say if we want to make it a zero rotation, then we can do it like this. So that's how it will look like. Next option we have is opacity. If we need to increase or decrease the opacity, then we can do from here. Let's say if we want to decrease its opacity over here, let's make it 5% and make it 100% over here. So now we will see how it will look like. We can also import a file directly in our timeline. Let's say if we have this video clip, we can simply drag it over here. Let's increase its size. Now let me show you how you can remove this green screen. For this you need to go to effects. Under effects you need to search here ultra key. It will be under video effects and keying. You can also go from here video effect, and then under folder keying you have this ultra key option. Simply double click over it and it will move it to effects control. From here you can select the color and it will be removed. You can also do color correction here. If you need to adjust saturation or hue, you can do it from here for more better result. I will keep it to 100. From output you can also select alpha channel and it will show you the video in black and white. This white area will be the area that will be shown and the black area will be the area that will not be shown. So you need to make this white area more bright and that black area more dark. Okay, now the last part is to export your video. For that we need to go to file and then export media. You can also press Ctrl+M on your keyboard to export your video. Okay, now we have this export settings. From format you need to select whichever format you want to export it to. We will go with this default H264. And match source, we have these many options. We can make Facebook HD or high quality HD. We will select this YouTube 1080p HD. From here you can also change width and height of your video. If you scroll down we will have this target bitrate option. If we increase this target bitrate option, as you can see below, we have this estimated file size increased. If we lower this, then the file size will be reduced. Let's make it 12 Mbps. So we'll go with this. Next we will select this use maximum render quality and then finally click on export. I hope this video was very informative and you have learned something from it. So please do like and share this video with your friends and subscribe to my channel so you can see my latest videos. Thank you.